Hi, I'm Michael, a rising senior at the Abraham Joshua Heschel School. My second milestone was to install TensorFlow and classify my own image. And as you can see here, I chose the image of a banana, and TensorFlow says that there is a 99.833% chance it's a banana. So I think it worked. In order to get this to work, I had to first actually update all the software on the Raspberry Pi, including Python and other general stuff. Once that was updated, I had to install the Atlas library, which is an open source software library for many different projects. From there, I had to actually install the TensorFlow software. However, it gave me a variety of issues, which eventually I pinned down to the fact that the Raspberry Pi had a very weak internet connection. So I solved those issues by plugging it into Ethernet. Once that was done, I then had to actually test that TensorFlow even worked. This was accomplished by running the TensorFlow equivalent of a Hello World program, which essentially just prints the words Hello World in the console. Once I knew that TensorFlow was working, I then had to overclock the Raspberry Pi and expand the swap file in order to actually allow the image classifier to function properly. This is due to the fact that the Raspberry Pi is very weak, and it needs every performance boost it can possibly get. This overclocking involved going into the config.txt file and actually changing various frequency settings. Once that was done, I then installed the GitHub repository for the TensorFlow example code and created a directory for it to install to. Once that was done, I was able to test it, and it classified the default image of a panda as a panda. From there, I decided I wanted to change the default image to one of my own. So I created a folder called ImageLoc and added an image into it of a banana, as you see here. Then I actually had to go into the Python code of the image classifier and change the directory from the panda image to my image. Once that was done, it now classifies my image. There were various issues beyond installing TensorFlow, including the fact that initially the GitHub repository wouldn't install, which required an entire wipe of the Raspberry Pi. And there continued to be RAM errors throughout the process, which I had to solve by expanding the swap file. This experience taught me the valuable lesson of not giving up when something goes wrong, even if it takes multiple days to resolve it. It also helped me learn various amounts of Python and how to use a terminal and how an image classifier works. Thank you.